Hello, now in this lesson we're going to learn how to input dates and times into Excel, because a lot of times you'll be doing that if you have a large collection of data. You might have time associated with it, so you're going to need to know how to put times and dates in there. So first, let's go ahead and highlight all of the stuff that we were doing before and just hit the delete key and get rid of it all. And let's say I want to put some dates over here. So let me make this column a little bit wider so we can see everything. And then let's go over here and let's type in some dates. So let's say we're looking at April. So we'll put April 13th, 2013. So we'll enter that as 4/13/13. I'll make this a little bit clear there. So we'll go ahead and hit the enter key. And notice that when we do that, Excel formats it correctly. Even though we only typed in 13 for the year, it knows that it's 2013. So equivalently, we could do 4, which is April 10th. We could also type in the full year instead of just putting the 13, hit enter, and Excel again knows the status bar. It knows that that's 2013. If you're used to writing a 0 in front of the month, like 02, 05, 12, so let's say that's February 5th, 2012, the zeros in front of the day and the month doesn't really matter to Excel. You go ahead and hit it in there and it knows that it's February 5th, 2012. All right, so we can type in the year all the way out in 4 digits, or we can type it in 2 digits, and it should know what's going on. Now let's say we're typing in the date in terms of spelling it out. Let's say we have June 11th, 2013. June 11, 2013. We'll hit enter. Excel reformats it into this format with the day first, then the month, then the year. All right, so that's kind of typically how you would write that if you were going to actually write the month out. So that's how it formats it. And it works if you're going to do, let's say, August 5th, 12. Instead of doing 2012, we'll just put a 12 there, and it's going to know that it's 5 August. The day is 5, the month is August 2012. So that's how you enter dates and times. It's important to know how to enter them properly, because a lot of times you'll be creating columns and rows with dates. You can also apply a lot of these mathematical formulas. So there's a whole category of date and time. I can go and do lots of calculations with dates and figure out, how many days are between 2 dates or how many years are between 2 dates, and do all of that stuff automatically with the formulas and functions that are built in. All right. Now let's say I'd like to enter some times in Excel. So the way you do that is just like you write it down. Let's say you're going to do 8:30. That's a time. So you do 8:30, and we'll go ahead and do that. Let's zoom in just a little bit so that I can see what's going on here. And when I click it up here, I'm going to have 8:30, 8:30, and it defaults to AM. When I type something before noon, it's going to just assume that that's in the morning. So notice that when we highlight this, it's defaulting to AM. If I really wanted PM, then I would type 45, and literally just type PM. So whenever I do that, I highlight it, it says PM. If I decide that I want to change it back to AM, I can highlight and type AM. So basically what you see up in here in the status bar is reality. And that's how it's going to treat it, if it's AM or PM. All right, so this is how you enter dates and how you enter times in Excel. It's not hard to do. You'll be doing it quite a bit. Usually most spreadsheets are going to have dates and times somewhere. So make sure you understand that. And then follow me on to the next section where we will continue learning how to use Excel.